Hello people, it is I, 3godzilla3, the Master of Sonic, bringing you guys a rant video on the Spyro fanbase. Now, let's start off by telling you guys why I hate the fanbase so much. Well, it's mainly because of the fact that people are saying that Spyro has been drastically changing over the years, and to me I can't blame them, but they just take it way too seriously. Like, it all started back in 2003 when Spyro Into the Dragonfly came out, and people criticized the game for having glitches and stuff like that. I would admit the game was kind of boring and kind of sloppy in a way, but the game was still kind of fun to play. It wasn't too bad. It had the same controls, and Spyro still had his charge, his flame, but then people started criticizing the fact that he had multiple breaths that he had. For example, the bubble breath, he uses them to catch the dragonflies in the game itself. Electricity breath, and ice breath. Yes, ice breath. But the game itself was just kind of extremely short and boring. Like, it wasn't too much fun actually, and not as good as the first three. And then Spyro 5: A Hero's Tale came out. That's when the fan base started to be a little too exaggerative. I mean, seriously, just because Spyro's voice changed doesn't mean that Spyro has died, okay? Just because he has different gameplay mechanics doesn't mean that he has died. It just means that Spyro is starting to actually grow up and, become more like an old dragon. Like, seriously, Spyro can't be just a little dragon his whole life. I mean, think about it. Everyone likes Year of the Dragon, right? Well, imagine every Spyro game that comes out has the same exact controls and graphics, but different levels, similar to Year of the Dragon and Spyro 2 and all that. That would be just boring. Like, there would be the same gameplay over and over and over, but with different levels. Like, some people will find it nice and cool, but to me it's just bland. Like, they have to change the gameplay sometime. It can't be the same thing over and over. And what's the next on the list? Spyro 6: A Shadow Legacy. I've never really played the game, so I can't really rant about it. But people say it could have been better. But I've never seen the gameplay, never had the game, so I can't really get on top with that. Another thing the Spyro fan base has been complaining about is the Legend of Spyro series. Now, don't get me wrong, the series is pretty okay, but people just complain about the fact that Spyro has combat moves instead of his original moves, and that he has multiple breaths and abilities to use. People just get with it, okay? It's just another spin-off. Well, it's just a completely different series. It's not like the classic series. Sierra wanted to make a completely new series of Spyro being this legendary dragon and saving the world and stuff. To me, it's just cool. They were very creative with the Legend of Spyro series. A New Beginning. I have A New Beginning for the GameCube, I believe. It was a pretty fun game. It wasn't bad at all. I didn't really find a problem with it, except for the fact that it had some cheesy lines in it. It wasn't really decent. The Eternal Night. Oh my gosh, that game is just frustrating. I mean, the difficulty is just, ludicrous. Like, I haven't even passed it yet. I'm still in that swampy part thing. I forgot what it was called. But it's like the second level in the game, and I still haven't passed it yet. I shouldn't really be saying that, because I don't really think I'm that much of an experienced gamer. So, yeah. Dawn of the Dragon, I have never played before. I've seen the gameplay. The graphics are very detailed and nice, colorful. It's just amazing. And the gameplay, I guess it's pretty cool for a combat game. I really don't have much to say about it. Let's see. Alright, the next topic is the voice act. Now, since Spyro 1, people have been saying that Spyro's voice actors has really gone down the drain. It's mainly because, well, Spyro 1 had a very kiddish, childish type of voice, and I didn't really complain about it. It was pretty cool. Then he went into puberty in Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. People say that's the best voice actor in the whole series. Then, Spyro 4 had the same voice actor. Spyro 5, everyone complains about the voice actor in Spyro 5. Because in Spyro 5, Spyro's voice actor is the same voice actor as Crash Bandicoot. And to me it was kind of cool, but for Spyro it was okay. But it was nowhere as near as good as the voice actor for Spyro 2, 3, and 4. I forgot his name, but if you want you can post his name in the comments so that way I'll remember. The next topic is the character models. Alright, for the character models, Spyro 1, 2, and 3 had pretty much the exact same character models in each game. It's just a little tweaks on the wings and the face and the mouth and stuff. Then in Spyro 4, the graphics were enhanced because of the fact that it was released on the PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the only two systems it came out on. And to me the enhanced graphics were okay. They were kind of sloppy in some areas, but they could have done better. Then Spyro 5. Spyro 5's game character model for Spyro, to me it was pretty detailed. It was pretty nice, but to me the purple on him was pretty off because of the fact that it was more pinkish than purple. But all in all, it was pretty good character model, if I do say so myself. People complain that the character model of being a tad bit fatter. I don't know what the heck people are going on with that, but I don't really complain about how fat he is. I mean, he's aging, he's getting older, he has to change sometime. You know? And then the fan base started to get way out of hand when The Legend of Spyro came out. People are complaining that the Purple Dragon has drastically aged to a new level. And by that I mean, people complain that he's a fat, chubby monster. Like, I don't really complain about that. I do admit that his face is kind of odd. Like, it's not as good as the first 5. But it's pretty decent. I mean, it was released for, let me think, PS2 and GameCube and stuff like that. And for graphics on the PS2 and stuff, it was pretty dang decent compared to Enter the Dragonfly and stuff like that. But the fan base has really gotten on my nerves. Like, people, like, it can't be the same thing over and over but with new levels. Okay, he has to change. Just give him some time to grow. I mean, seriously, look at okay, I might be getting off topic here, but look at those wings. Do you think they'll be the same size forever? Seriously. I mean, look over here. The wings drastically grew. I don't mind that. I get it. He's getting older. He's aging, which is a positive side. He can't be the same forever. So yeah, this fan base is like the worst fan base of any gaming mascot franchise I've ever seen. The second worst is the Sonic fan base, but we'll get to that after this video. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say on this franchise. So the next video will be on the Sonic fan base. So until then, see you later, guys.